we've seen like a wide array of offense and attacks. Like I think all of us were very breathless every time someone would spike and those cross-court hits. But we also saw a lot of close saves, and that's why. What did you think with Kath Arado winning Best Libero?
You know, you watch UE. They did have one hell of a season, I must say. You know, whenever UE is up against a team, even though it's Ateneo, even though it's LaSalle, no matter who is the team at the opposite side of the court, hirap na hirap silang pumalo, and that's because of Kath Arado. Hindi man nila mapigilan yung mga spikers sa blocking. They're not one of the top teams in blocking, but in defense, Kath is just all over the place. Reception, digging, hindi talaga namamatay yung bola. So, you know, it's very entertaining to watch. Gone are the days that when UE is up against a team, you know, you consider them out of contention. Now you have to watch because they push the top teams to 4 or 5 sets. So it's really exciting also.
Kath Arado will be leaving the biggest shoe for any UE Lady Red Warrior, because there's going to be a lot of expectation in that position, because she just really left her mark. Everything was just perfect. She made everyone's job easy on the side of UE, and everyone on the other side of the court have a nightmare because they can't seem to kill the ball because of Kath Arado. And really, it's a testament to it also is how Bendong also managed to get this award. I mean, we're not discrediting Bendong, but because of Arado's perfect reception, Bendong didn't have a hard time making those tough decisions on those crunch time moments. So we really see how Bendong also developed because she had an Arado.
That's true, and that's why Bendong is best setter. Like, so you think that it was because of Arado's receive that made it easier for Bendong to do her job as a setter and for the ball distribution?
Yes, it happens a lot, right? If the best liberos, most of the time, best setter. And even though you don't win best liberos, sometimes kasi you have also other players in your team who are working overtime, like your outside spikers are working overtime in the back row in defense and reception. That's why it's very much easier for the setter to win that best setter award, because hindi mo na kailangan mag-isip. If the ball just comes to you, then all you have to ask yourself is where to set the ball, and it just makes your job easier. And that's what happened with UE. You know, you can't discredit talent. The talent of Bendong, yes, that like what Synj said, but it is a big factor na maganda yung depensa at maganda yung receive, because it makes her job easier and she doesn't have to doubt herself. She doesn't have to think twice where to put the ball. And ang kailangan lang talaga niya isipin how to connect with her spikers and how to deliver a good set.
I'd like to say or put in a fact that most of our setters in the league this year were quite at par to each other, technically, in terms of skill level. Medyo halos pantay-pantay. Nagkaroon lang talaga ng factor na reception is missing in most of the teams that are strong. And we see it also we saw it in the Final Four, how big factor reception could be and how teams would win because of reception, whether they have it or not. So that's how crucial reception is. And that just highlights the libero position. But the setter really carries the load, because if there's no reception, tatayin niyang mag-adjust for that. And that's where you see good running sets from our setters. And Bendong, though a lot of still sets, also a lot of running sets. So really great performance for Lai Bendong in this year.
So I think we could safely say that, you know, all these awards and the awardees, they're very well deserved. And we all enjoyed seeing them play this UAAP Season 89. And we can't wait for our next set of awardees for Season 82, because I think everyone's always looking forward for this next batch of recruits and talent. Thank you, Synjin. Thank you, Michele, for joining us today to talk about our UAAP Season 81 awardees. And again, thank you for joining us. And if you missed any of our past episodes, just catch it on iWant. See you again on the next episode of The Score.